The Slovak University of Agriculture in Nitra is a top educational and scientific institution. It is the only university in Slovakia provide higher education in the field of agriculture and related disciplines. At the present, the Slovak University of Agriculture consists of 6 faculties providing students with education in 3 cycles of study: bachelor degree, master degree and PhD degree. Slovak University of Agriculture provides training in 88 accredited programs of study, including 3 in English, with a view of granting the joint degree or double diploma. During its existence, the university has educated more than 60,000 graduates. The number of students studying at 56 departments of our university has stabilized at 10,000 in recent years. The majority of the bachelor degree graduates continue at master degree study and the best of them at the doctoral one.
Hello everyone, my name is Adriana Bakošová. I'm a student of Faculty of European Studies and Regional Development, Master of Science, study program focusing on EU studies and policies, and it is my pleasure to invite you to watch a video about Slovakia, its public administration and how it works. This video was prepared in the frame of cooperation between our university and New Brunswick Community College, Canada. We would like to thank Professor Jean-Claude Potré, Eleonora Marišová and Lucia Grešová, who initiated this project and thus enabled us to present our public administration system to Canadian students. Different parts of the presentation will be presented by different people. Our first presenter is Michal Kohut, and he will give you some general information about Slovakia.
As you can see, Slovakia is situated in Central Europe, also known as Heart of Europe. Is bordered by Czech Republic and Austria to the west, Poland to the north, Ukraine to the east, and Hungary to the south. The largest city is our capital, Bratislava, with nearly 500,000 citizens. The second largest city is Košice, with 250,000 citizens. In the picture you can see Bratislava castles and the old town square called Župné Square. On the top and on the bottom you can see the President Palace. In Slovakia, the numbers, Slovakia has over 5.4 million inhabitants. Total area is over 48,000 km squares. Population density is 110 people per kilometer. Ethnic groups are Slovak, Hungarian, Czech, Ukraine and Germans. Total GDP is 138 billion. What is per capita over $27,000. Unemployment rate is around 40%. Slovakia has a lot of beautiful places which are worthy to visit, like Slovak Paradise on the bottom. Also a lot of national parks, caves, you can see one of them on the top, and also a lot of very old castles from 12th and 13th century. Just like in Canada, the ice hockey is a national sport in Slovakia too. A lot of Slovak ice hockey players play in NHL, like Chara, Hossa, Gabori, Kopecký, Tatar, Hanzuš, Halak, Budaj and many others. And often asked question, no, Slovakia is not Slovenia. Slovenia is a different state. Yes, Slovak language is similar to Czech. There is no Czechoslovakia anymore, just Slovakia. We got separated in 1993, and no, we are not Russian, and no, there is no ocean or sea around Slovakia.
Now that you know some basic information about our country, we can have a closer look at our system of public administration. This part will be explained by Tomáš Bilík.
Okay, so public administration in Slovakia is divided into three groups. The first is state administration. It's divided into central and regional. Central administration is represented by 13 ministries, and regional is represented by district offices, okay, which can be also divided into general and specialized, as we can see on the picture. Self-administration can be divided into interest and territorial. And territorial, again, we have is represented by municipalities. There are 2,891 municipalities, okay, and also higher territorial units. There are 8 of them, okay. They are not as large as in Canada, you know, but they exist. There are 8 of them, okay. And the third group is public corporations, which are represented, for example, by Slovak television, Slovak radio, and some other institutions, okay. Thank you. So, the government. The head of the government is the Prime Minister, as usual. He has some deputies and government ministers, which are heads of their own ministries. So, ministries, there are 13 of them in Slovakia, for example, Ministry of Finance, Defense, Education, and so on and so on. Plus, some interesting fact, there are central administrative bodies which have power as on a whole state. Is a central institution, so it's not part of the regional government. There are many of them, so let's name, for example, Government Office, Anti-Monopoly Office, or National Security Authority, and so on and so on. Okay. The regional state administration is executed by district offices. Okay. There are 3 categories of district offices according to their power or of their importance. The first category, those are district offices which are situated in the seats of high territorial units. Okay, they have many departments. For example, Department of General Internal Administration, Trade, Business, Education, Construction, Housing Policy, and so on and so on. Then there's the second category of district offices, which don't have as many departments as those in the seats of high territorial units. Okay, for example, they don't have Department of Remedies anymore. Okay, because they are in a smaller cities. And then the last group, district offices with only 5 organizational issues, crisis management. It's 4, environment and cadastre. Okay, so they don't have, for example, department for road transportation and so on, because it's maybe situated in a small town or in a small district. Thank you.
And what about self-administration? Well, let's just listen to Tumia Filiesova.
Hello, I'm going to continue with the topic self-administration. Just to make sure that everybody knows what self-administration means, I will tell you really briefly about it. So, the self-administration in Slovakia, it is the opposite of the state administration. In self-administration, the will of the people is the basis of the power, and the self-administration bodies, they have an autonomous status, which allows them decide freely without any state interventions. In Slovakia, the self-administration is divided into the local self-administration and regional self-administration. The local self-administration is represented by all municipalities in Slovakia, and the regional self-administration is represented by 8 higher territorial units. So you can see the territorial division of the higher territorial units in Slovakia. I'm sure it is hard to read or even pronounce it for you, so I will do it for you. So we have 8 higher territorial units, and these are Prešovský kraj, Košický kraj, Banskobystrický kraj, Žilinský kraj, Trenčiansky kraj, Nitriansky kraj, Trnavský kraj, and Bratislavský. The basis, the smallest unit of the self-government is the municipality, which is an independent legal unit. The municipality has its own competencies, budget and belongings. The municipality basically is gathering people together who permanently reside on its territory. On both pictures you can see a municipality in Slovakia. It is typical for the municipalities in Slovakia that in each municipality there is at least one church, so you can see nicely the top of the churches from a distance. And under these pictures there is the organizational structure of municipality. The self-government of municipality is performed by the citizens of the municipality, and the municipality is represented by the authorities of the municipality. The authorities are the mayor and the municipality council. The municipality council, based on need, establish or dissolve the advice council, commissions of council, or the controller. The mayor, it is the highest executive body of the municipality, and the mayor is elected through a direct vote by the citizens of the municipality. The municipality has its own incomes. These incomes are from the local fees and taxes. These fees can be the property tax, waste tax, dog tax, or the municipality can have incomes from the state subsidies. And these subsidies are financial allocations. In case that the municipality fulfill a task which was transferred from the state administration, in this case municipalities can have state subsidies. Moreover, municipality can receive also incomes for EU funds or from other own business activities. So now let's move on to the higher territorial unit. As I mentioned before, the regional self-government is represented by the higher territorial units. The higher territorial unit is an independent territorial and administrative unit. Each higher territorial unit, as I mentioned, we have 8 higher territorial units, must establish its own authorities. This is the council of the higher territorial unit and the head of the higher territorial unit. The head is the statutory body of the higher territorial unit and is elected through direct vote by the citizens of the higher territorial unit. The council decides on fundamental issues regarding to the life in the higher territorial unit. The higher territorial unit also has its own budget, and this is the fees and taxes, state subsidies for transferred competencies, shared income tax from natural persons, and EU funding. Slovakia became eligible for the EU funds when it entered to the European Union in 2004. This important step means that all cities and municipalities in Slovakia are eligible for the financial allocation which is provided by the European Union in order to develop themselves. There is just only one condition for the municipalities of Slovakia, that they have to co-finance their project because the European Union refinances only just a portion of it. It means that cities and villages, they have to co-finance up to 20% from their own budget. However, this financial allocation is really beneficial for our country. Not each municipality takes this opportunity. As you can see on these pictures, there are some municipalities who regularly using these funds. So they can use these funds, for example, for reconstruction of parks, cemetery, public spaces. And on the other hand, there are some municipalities who are not using these funds, so they do not have enough money to reconstruct their public spaces and parks.
Now, Rudolf Kovács will tell us about public administration, how it was in the past and how it developed over time.
Before the reforming process came to order, there were national committees with their heads appointed by a political party which chose a person to fit to their needs. The reforming process started in the year 1990, and its first part took 6 years until 1996, where changes were implemented, such as an establishment of municipalities with mayors that were voted by the citizen and for the citizen, and a system that was specialized in administration and division into 121 districts. The next part of this very important process took place from the year of 1996 until 2001. We again implemented a modern system of general state administration and a new territorial structure of 79 counties and 8 regions. Okay, the next part of this very important process was the part that took place from 2001 until 2005. It came in order with some new features, such as the decentralization of the competences, which transferred the competences from the state to the higher territorial units and the municipalities. It came again with another part of the decentralization, which was fiscal decentralization, which caused some more problems that needed more attention than the other problems that were made by this decentralization. Then the next part that took place was from 2005 until 2013, which came with again some new features that were mostly best implemented. It came with 9 systems of specialized state bodies, with 1 general system, district specialized office in districts, and the regional specialized office in 8 regions. And the most important, I think, was the abolishment of the general regional offices, which made the system again a little bit easier and more friendly to the citizen.
Slovakia, compared to other countries, has a high number of municipalities. The way how they cooperate and what we learn from other countries will be explained by Andrea Fekulova.
The territorial structure of Slovak Republic has been influenced by a lot of historical developments. Usually there are many factors that are influencing the area where the municipalities, cities and towns are located. These factors are mostly geographical, economical, social and administrative. As you can see, there is a high number of municipalities in Slovakia. There is 2,891 municipalities, but only 148 of them has the status of town. All municipalities in Slovakia are divided into 10 categories according to the inhabitants. As you can see, we have a very high number of municipalities which have less than 5,000 inhabitants. For example, there are 766 municipalities which have inhabitants between 200 and 499 inhabitants, and these municipalities represent 26% of all municipalities in Slovakia. As you can see, we have a high number of really small municipalities. We have 386 municipalities which has less than 200 inhabitants, which is really quite high number, and these municipalities represent 14% of all municipalities in Slovakia. For example, we have 2 really small municipalities. One is called Prikra, which has only 8 inhabitants on the area of 9 kilometers, and the second one is called Havranec, which has 13 inhabitants on an area of 7 kilometers square. As you can see, we have a very small number of big cities. For example, we have only 8 municipalities which has more than 50,000 inhabitants and less than 99,000 inhabitants, and only 2 big cities which have more than 100,000 inhabitants, which is Bratislava and Košice. So as you can see, Slovakia belongs to the countries in Europe which have really high fragmented settlement structures. Here you can see the geographical distribution of these small municipalities. You can see they are mostly located in the northeast part of Slovakia and also in the southern part. The highest number of these small municipalities are in the Prešov region, which represent the 44% of all small municipalities. And another district is called Banská Bystrica, which also have a really high number of these small municipalities. So, because we have such a fragmented settlement structure in Slovakia, there are a lot of problems with it. For example, because we have a lot of number of these municipalities, there is a really problem to find competent mayors. And also there is a lack of financial and capable human capital. There is also low incomes, also there is undeveloped infrastructure and unequal redistribution of resources. So because of the funding of the public administrations is really expensive because a lot of people are working in public administration. There is usually not enough money for the development of the municipalities. So how can we solve this problem? There are few solutions that municipalities can use. One of the solutions is intermunicipal cooperation, which is based on mutual cooperation and coordination. These municipalities can perform a lot of public services, and at the same time they do not interfere with the autonomy of the municipality, and also respect the identities of the communities. They are based on 3 factors. The first one is voluntary principle, the second one is mutual benefits, which mean if there is a legal entity which was established according to a special law, all the municipalities that are part of this contract are co-owners. And the last one is municipality equality, which means that all municipalities are equal.
Because we also have colleagues from foreign countries that study with us here in Slovakia, they will share with us something about their countries and how public administration works in their respective countries. Spain is being represented by Katiana, Serbia will be represented by Miroslav, and the country of Uzbekistan will be represented by Biskot.
Hello, my name is Katiana. I'm from Spain, studying for Erasmus program, and I'm going to talk something about Spain and public administration of Spain. Spain, officially the Kingdom of Spain, is a sovereign state located on the Iberian Peninsula and the southwest of Europe. Spain territory also includes Balearian Island, Canary Island, and Ceuta and Melilla in the continental North Africa. And the island and peños is like rocks of Alborán, Albucemas, Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera, and Perejil. Spain is the second largest country in Western Europe and the European Union, and the 5th largest country in Europe. In Spain, now there are 50 provinces, Ceuta and Melilla. The Spanish constitution defines the province as the local institution with a legal personality, determined by the grouping of municipalities and territorial decision for the enforcement of the activities of the state. The constitution also used province as the basis of the establishment of the autonomous communities. In Spain, there are autonomous pluriprovincials and uniprovincials. The organization of the public administration in Spain has different levels of independent and autonomous local government. There are the following ones: of the bigger and less territorial largest, that are general administration of the state, autonomic administration, and local administration. Some of the competencies of the municipality are the public transport of tourists, civil law, the safety of the public place, the funeral and cemetery service, take a part of the program of the education, etc.
So Serbia, or officially Republic of Serbia, is situated at the crossroads between Central and the Southeast Europe. The capital of Serbia is Belgrade, which is situated here, this red point, and it is one of the largest cities in the Southeast Europe. Serbia has a total population of 7.16 million citizens, and the total area of Serbia is 88,361 square kilometers, which places it in the 113th place in the world. So now I will tell you something about the structure of Serbia, self-government. So it is divided in 29 districts. Belgrade constitutes districts of its own. The districts are regional centers of state authority, but they have no powers of their own. They present only poorly administrative division. It also is divided in municipalities. So Serbia has 150 municipalities with over 10,000 inhabitants and 24 cities over 100,000 inhabitants. It also has two autonomous provinces, which is Vojvodina in the north and Kosovo and Metohija in the south. And in the end of presentation of Serbia, I will tell you what we are proud of and what are we famous for, because Novak Djokovic, one of the world's best tennis players, is from Serbia, and as you can see the photo with your tennis player.
Good day, dear Canadian students. My name is Begzat Olimev and I am from Uzbekistan, and I'm studying here my engineer degree as an international student in a Slovak University of Agriculture in Nitra. And today I want to give my own contribution to our work and to present my part of the presentation, which will be about the public administration system in Uzbekistan. And I want to provide you briefly with some details about the system of public administration in our country and how it is functioning nowadays. First of all, I want to give some general information about our country. And the Republic of Uzbekistan is a unitary, presidential and constitutional country, and it is bordered with 5 countries, and they are Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Afghanistan. Our country has a territory of 448,978 square kilometers and a population of 30,490,000 people. And the capital city of our country is Tashkent. And there are 14 territorial divisions in Uzbekistan, and the first of them is the Karakalpakstan, which is regarded as the autonomous republic, and the second one is our capital city Tashkent, and the 12 others are the regions. And now we are moving to the state authority in Uzbekistan, and the state administration consists of 4 parts, which are regarded as the most powerful management bodies in our country. For sure, President is beyond any comparison, and he is the most high-powered administrative management body in Uzbekistan, but the other 3 state authorities have equal influence in the state administration, and Oli Majlis is regarded as the legislative power body, and the Cabinet of Ministers is regarded as the executive power body, and the judicial authority is justice-making body.
We appreciate your attention to this video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it at least as much as we enjoy making it. We were also happy to watch your video about your Canadian public administration, and we hope to go on in this type of virtual meetings again in the future. Bye!
it.